Welcome to Pull the Pin Radio, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions of the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But we promise we're going to enjoy giving them to you.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Mike. Let's pull the pin.
Awesome, Mike.
Yeah.
So, fan favorite. What are we
Paul's
gonna
not
do?
here.
Paul's not here?
Paul's not here. You said fan favorite. Paul.
Oh,
Paul's
yeah. Paul's our fan favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest with you, I think Sean is the new fan favorite.
Sean.
Also known as Derek.
I was going to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sean, you keep calling you Sean. I don't know what you're talking about. But
I had a couple people say he favors Sean Connery. Yeah.
Do you know why he's the fan favorite?
Who?
Sean, Derek?
Because we have 3 viewers and 2 of them said that.
No, because he's above average veteran. So
That's right.
he gets the book deals. He gets the publicity. It's just given. It's a given.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with him being, any kind of charismatic or anything. It's just, it comes with the name.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Either way, we love you anyway, Sean, Derek, whatever you're responding to.
Oh, he doesn't know. He probably will now.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, cat's out the bag. So, speaking
we're
of the
gonna do a
bag,
sit rep.
yeah, let's do since we got a lot of stuff in the news today, maybe it's not all exciting as you want it to be, but there's some things we could talk about.
News is always exciting. Depends on to someone.
Yes, and there's a lot of categories I pulled out of the news, and let's see where it goes. And
Oh God. Every time you talk like that, I'm done. All right, line them up.
promise.
Let's go.
Caitlyn Jenner's not in this one, or the Kardashians.
Thank you.
All right, so I promise.
Justin
all right.
Bieber has a new phone. What's funny is that's news to people though.
Right.
You know?
It is.
News,
that's a topic in itself. Like, what do people consider news?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we talked about this before. We're not even into the show really much, and we talked about this before. Like Jerry Springer and those shows, people used to watch by the day. They'd sit for hours and watch this stuff. I mean, it was like record breaking.
It's true.
So, is it the sensationalism? Is it the drama? Is it that people feel normal when they see crazy stuff? Like,
I think it's because Jerry Springer had his position where it wasn't normal. So he broke the norm. So it made people excited to go watch it, even when it became fake.
Sure, and I think just like wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like wrestling, people still enjoyed it. And I think it's something to do with the internal instinct that I think people want to behave like this. Not necessarily want to behave it, but they have this inner desire to experience this behavior, but they also have a condition to align with the social norms.
Yeah.
So when they see someone doing it, they're like, oh,
I'm
they
not crazy.
Right. Either I'm not crazy or I'd like to be on that show.
Yeah, exactly. And how do you get on the show?
Right.
Yep.
Be crazy. Well, and you can see it in TikTok and all that now, where we talk about all these people trying to get their fame doing stupid things. Like things that hurt themselves.
Some would say the police officer who mocked LeBron James.
Yeah, well, I mean that could be stupid for his job purpose, but that wasn't the stupid I was talking about.
Yeah,
Tide Pods and things like that.
Yeah, I know. I don't even want to put him up there with that level.
Right.
I wanted to mention how I read the article today saying that he's now, close to being a millionaire.
Right. Well, because it's so funny you say that too, because we'll jump right into our first headline. Kappu mocked LeBron James in viral video, returns from suspension, announces book deal.
Yeah.
What a bonus.
Yeah.
You just got to misbehave.
Yeah.
And you get a book deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life is boring. Let's promote the exciting people.
Yeah. And I think they raised over $500,000 for him so far. Last I looked, it was $575,000.
Really?
Yes.
Started out like $80,000 and now it's up to $500,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
To be honest, and this is just another person's opinion, but I don't mind that one. But for some of the guys who shot someone or whatever, I didn't like them becoming millionaires.
Well, I'll be honest,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, all of it. I don't necessarily like any of them getting rich off of this stuff. But if people are giving money to them, who am I to say what you can do with your money?
Yeah.
You know, if you think that's a valuable cause to place to put your money, have at it.
There it is.
I
There
mean,
it
I'm
is.
gonna buy another Xbox game or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not valuable either, but you know what I mean.
Right. Right.
If I'm gonna waste my money, instead of making some other guy rich, that I mean, I get the cause, like when people thought he was fired,
Yeah.
support the guy with his bills or whatever
Mhm.
because they think he wasn't justly fired. I get that. You know, just to me, at the end of the day, it's like you said about giving politicians money.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
My thing is this though. The book,
sure,
dude. How many pages is that gonna be?
3.
Yeah.
Here's my TikTok account. Here's how you need to see it, and here's where you send future money.
Yeah. I was like, man, a book deal? Is that a
What's he
comic
writing a
book?
book on?
Yeah. It's like, come on, man. But hey, I'm not gonna knock his hustle because that's all it is. It's a hustle, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
just a sad place in America that this is the hustle.
Well,
It's more legit than doing illegal stuff, right?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's
I
more
don't think.
legit. Sure.
See, I don't look at it as a bad thing because he didn't intentionally go out to try to make money and become famous off of that.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
He was mocking someone based off of what they did, what they said, and now he's making money off of it. To me, he didn't hurt anyone. There are a lot more people out there that hurt people, and they become famous and make all these, well, hopefully soon to be millions of dollars for this guy. But now I'm like, he didn't do any of that. So you know what? Yeah, that's good.
I agree with you as far as the content. I guess where my challenge is the process, the platform, because it's being abused by that. Everything's being abused by like that. That's what I'm saying. So maybe in his scenario, it's okay. But these guys that are making, I've seen it, YouTubers that are like, they're making lots of money off of horrible things, and I'm just like, who's watching this crap? And then my son's watching it, and I'm like, what? Like, what?
Yeah, a lot of
crazy.
people wouldn't even admit that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A lot of people won't admit. I think this is stupid. Who watches that? Oh, my son.
Right.
You know. Yeah.
Well,
but,
and I
mean,
ask him, like, what's so funny or entertaining about this? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you know what I mean? Like, but this is common.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
you know, one day I was watching. What was that? If she was here, she was watching one of them reality shows, and I made a comment to it like, I can't believe you. This is entertaining for you, right? And she was like, yeah. And she said it was or whatever. And then what was that I was watching? Man, I think it was Family Guy or something. And she walks in the room, and it's like 3-4 weeks done gone by, you know. And she's like, "What do people see in that cartoon?" And I was like, "How dare you?" You know,
right?
this is a classic. You know, I started going in and justifying the comedic value of the show. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, you know what? It's no different.
Yeah.
You know, what's entertaining for me is not entertaining for the next person, and vice versa. So they have an audience, though. No matter where you what street you go down, they have an audience.
Right, but is there a line you draw? Like, I mean, for example, like I said, I don't gain pleasure. I can watch, but I don't get pleasure of watching people hurt other people or people even hurting themselves. I don't get pleasure from that. I may watch because, like, holy cow, this is really happening. Like the awe factor, the shock factor.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not subscribing to somebody who's doing these videos or anything. So where's the line? Or does it matter?
No, it doesn't, because no matter what metric we use, someone can use that on us or things that we enjoy. You know what I mean? I mean, if you just nope, I'm not going to talk about politics. But if you would take any show, there are people out there that would say exactly what we say about certain shows or whatever, and they'll say it about something that we like. So, you know, just everyone's different. You know, I don't like saying people are wrong, weird, strange. I just say everyone's different. And if it's not harming you or anyone else,
Well, that I guess that's at least a
that's
standard. That's a line
yeah,
you're drawing. If you're
yeah,
harming someone else,
yeah.
there's a standard there. You know, if they're
Like
harming
even yeah,
themselves, you know, whatever. You want to be dumb
right,
and get clicks, but if you're harming someone else and filming it,
yeah,
you know, then it might be the question what becomes harming, and then we get into our favorite subject, like the Canada, the crazy people in Canada, hate speech is harming. So now, if somebody says something hateful on a video, is that harming somebody? You know, see where the lines keep being redrawn, and
yeah,
it gets real confusing. So,
yeah. You're just going down that rabbit hole.
do we do all or nothing, or I mean, like, but that's not even true because look at the censorship stuff. You know, the insurrection at the Capitol apparently was provoking violence, but that's somebody's opinion, and that was no different than Maxine Waters, and that wasn't harmful. So it's not even a clear standard. It's a double standard half the time. But if they just give me one standard, at least give me one set of rules to play by, then I can choose whether I want to play by the rules or not.
Oh, you
And
talk,
then,
oh, you
what's
staying
that?
in America?
Well, I don't
No,
know.
no.
I mean, that at least give me that choice. If
Yeah,
you're not going to give me some rules, if you're going to have rules for you that are different for me, then why would I play your game?
right. Yeah, I agree. I agree, and yeah, nothing else to say on it because we're talking about the TikTok cop. So, yeah, I guess we
See,
could
we
pull the
already
pin
went
on
down
that
the
one.
first rabbit holes.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yep. All right, you want to go another one?
Yeah, next one.
All right. Warrant release detailing how FBI raided Alaska spa under false pretenses.
Don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
Nope.
All right. I
No,
mean,
FBI never does that.
I'm smelling the sarcasm. So I'm trying to figure out if you don't believe the FBI did this or if you don't believe the warrant is real.
Yeah, I know. Or was it under false pretenses?
Oh,
Come on,
right,
Mike.
right.
I need more. I need more, Mike.
Yeah, there's a lot of places here where I could see you might not believe it.
Um.
This is for the laptop, you remember, right?
Yeah.
For the one that was
Oh.
taken from Pelosi's desk. You remember in the
Yeah.
insurrection of the Capitol when everything burned down and
Yeah.
right? You remember
I
it?
thought they returned that already.
No, that they found they got a tip about something and then they went in there.
Wow. What's the false pretenses? You know?
No idea.
Wow.
I didn't dive into it. I just thought it was par for the course because
Yeah,
you
but
know.
I don't know about the false pretenses because if it's for the laptop, then I don't know why it's in the spa, but
Well,
um,
I'm just gonna take a wild guess because they were hunting down everyone that showed up to the Capitol that day as
yeah.
top 10 terrorist lists, or you know what I mean?
I'm glad you called them terrorists. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's what they were hunting them down like they were terrorists. I don't think they were terrorists, but that's the problem. So maybe that was the false pretense that this was somebody at the thing and they had no idea if the laptop was there and they just chose to go raid this place because they had a tip. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Be interesting to read, but I'm making up my
Yeah.
own story, so that's a lot more fun.
Always. I'm just mad you beat me to it.
But on its whole, is that surprising though
No.
that the
No.
FBI had false pretenses?
Yeah. No.
Or
I
that
mean, I trust them.
you do?
Yeah, I trust them that the warrant is not like the Breonna Taylor warrant. You know, it was kind of iffy. Well, it wasn't that it was iffy; it was just wrong. But no, they were going after a laptop, and they probably had a tip. You know, no law enforcement agency will ever survive without tips, sources,
Right.
CIs as they call them.
So
So,
tip your agents.
yep,
Oh, well, you
yeah,
mean different tip. Okay.
yeah, yeah. But they won't last. They won't survive without TCIs. So my thing is, they probably had a CI. Somebody rolled on this person, and they just raided a spa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
It's
it.
just interesting though. If I get a chance to go look at that, I'd love to see what this warrant says that makes them believe it was false pretenses.
Yeah,
Because that would make a difference to me if it's the actual warrant, what it says. Then you can like, well, I don't know. Like you guys are smart and you let this one slip by. Like I don't
right.
get it.
And
But I don't know. I'm just making that story up again.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
How many stories can we make up about this headline? Yes. All
Yeah,
right. You want to move next one?
next one.
All right. Biden admin holds
Oh, God.
record 25K kids in cages without parents.
And they're still there? No way.
I don't know if they're still there.
Mm-mm.
Maybe it's all an accumulation. But either way, make up a story. Make up a
Yeah,
story you want.
he holds the record. Damn, I didn't know we were keeping count like that. You know what I mean?
Come on, Mike. Come on. You know, once Trump got in, there were records and counts of everything he did.
Yeah, but nobody ever said. Oh, so he broke Trump's record.
Right. So obviously now the other team's keeping count.
Yeah, so he broke Trump's record. So I guess Trump broke President Obama's record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's gonna break the next record?
So overall, the Democrats
Hold
hold the record.
Yes.
Got it.
Even without Biden, they hold the record.
Yeah, 25,000 kids. Wow.
Mhm.
You know, even if they're currently there or they're being processed through or have been processed through, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
And
a lot.
Where does that go?
Where,
On the system.
Oh,
Where do those kids go?
Oh, where do they go?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna wonder. Like,
I mean, we have conversations about, when you talk about adoption and things like that, abortion, all this stuff like that. We have these conversations like, oh, well, it's in the kid's best interest. Who wants to bring a kid into the world that's not going to have parents? And then we're letting 25,000 kids come in without parents? Like, how do you have both of those arguments? How do you say that, abortion controls, the fate of a kid who's not going to have a parent, but yet let all these kids from another country walk across without parents?
So is it
we
your
abort
position?
them at the border.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I was gonna say. It sounds like you're for abortion.
No,
you
but
know?
you send them back to their parents is what
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
You send them right back to their parents.
And
Let
the question
Mexico
is-
figure out where they are.
Yeah, but the question is, how do you do that? You
Well,
bust
first
them,
of all-
fly them?
Well, you coordinate with Mexico. We've done it. Trump had it coordinated with Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Trump actually had people staying in Mexico. So Mexico is willing to do it. I don't know if they're not willing now because of teams and sides and politics and stuff. But Mexico is willing to hold people in Mexico.
Wow,
So
that's a lot, man.
and
25.
those are kids. Like, do the Mexican government and people not care about their own kids? Or is this how they care for their kids?
Right. I mean, man, that's a lot.
But let's be real. Let's talk about the American adoption system and foster care system. I hear a lot of horror stories from these systems.
Yeah,
A lot.
I do.
So if that was my kid in Mexico, and I think I'm going to send them to the United States because we're going to have a better life and they're going to have a better life. We've had this conversation before.
Mm-hmm.
Then you clearly don't understand the foster care system in America.
Well, you don't know if they had like a plan to somebody to meet the kids at a specific location.
Right.
You know,
25,000 plans.
yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Or they could all be from the same family, right? One family, one person meeting.
That's how you call that the cartel.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Right. Well, they're the
yeah.
ones bringing them over, so how could they be part of the plan?
Yeah, but that's a lot of kids, man, and
It's too many.
yeah.
And
Damn.
just the fact that many kids exist on the border means you are sending the wrong message.
Yeah, it's a small city.
Think about kids like in America left on the doorstep of a church or firehouse.
Yeah.
When fire departments go out and make an advertisement, hey, you don't want your kid, bring them down to the firehouse. I mean, I
Right.
get what they're doing, but if now all of a sudden 10 and 15 babies are showing up at your front door, you'll be like, whoa, what's going on?
Right.
25,000 kids.
Yeah, we have to get some more information on that one to see what they're doing with them, you know?
But I still think with that alone, is if it's true, even if it's all through time, we are sending the wrong message.
Yeah.
Clearly sending the wrong message. But all right, we can move on from that if you're.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, here's one you should be able to speak for, and I'm sure this one's really, really important to you too, I think. So I'm going to let you talk on this first. Texas Senate passes bill to allow permitless gun carry. Passes the bill. Yeah. I don't know what you're thinking.
Get ready. I think it'll get worse before it gets better.
What do you mean worse?
It's gonna get worse. Now
Like
people
what?
people will carry right? As soon as they get into a little disagreement, first thing they're gonna reach for.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Really? I don't know. I tend to believe that most gunfights start because one guy has the drop on the other guy and he doesn't know he has a gun.
Mm.
If they know you have a gun, then it's going to be a matter of who's got the quicker draw or still element of surprise. And even then, the guy over there who has a gun is going to shoot you. So it's going to be like an old style mafia draw. And I don't think that's going to provoke gunfights. I think
You
it's going to be
said
terrible.
most gunfights what now?
Well, you usually start when somebody gets the drop. Like, you know, they get pissed off, they fight, and then they pull out their gun, you know, because they're getting their butt whooped, or they go to their car and bring back the gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what my experience. I see a lot of gunfights happen that way. Or one guy at a party pulls it out and nobody else has one. Or,
Yeah.
you know, or they have one, but nobody thought about pulling it out because it was a total surprise that anybody would even do that.
Right.
That's just my experience. I think by having multiple people with guns, you're either going to get into a mafia style shootout and everybody's going to get shot, or nobody's going to shoot because they know everybody can get shot.
Right.
So.
Well, did say it has been reported that back in the Wild West days, or you know, the days of the cowboy, it wasn't as many gunfights as Hollywood would have you believe.
Right.
Yeah, because
Right.
everybody had one.
Right. And the only way you'd see a gunfight like that, I think, is if a town was getting attacked by, you know, whatever entity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then you'd have a lot of people shooting. Like that, Hollywood may have that right.
Yeah.
You know, but that's probably not the norm.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, can't wait to see the first piece you get.
Yeah. Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I already have a 9mm.
Oh, 9mm what?
Mhm.
Drill?
Yeah.
Socket?
Yep.
What?
9mm 10-piece socket set.
Nice, sweet. So now you can wear that on your hip, free
right.
and no permit, nothing. That's awesome. All right, we'll move on because you obviously don't want to talk about that sensitive subject. Next, we're going to go out to national security here. Honeywell admits it sent F-35 and F-22 part drawings to China. Ooh, national security or money? You pick.
Money.
Money, money, money.
Now, it could be that particular part is not classified.
Right, it could have been like a toilet seat, right?
It could be that it wasn't classified. Yeah. I don't know about the toilet seat part, but yeah, you never know. You never know.
So the question is then, do they have the authority, whether classified or not, to send these drawings to China?
I think if it's not classified, yes.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
It could be their property.
Right,
You know?
and that's what I'm saying. We don't know who sent. If Honeywell created the part and they chose to sell the information, then there's no restrictions on them. What can we do?
Right.
Right.
But that is iffy, though.
Yeah.
To me, when I read that, that means another. They're about to make another latest and greatest fighter jet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that just ups the profit to buy the new one.
Yeah. Probably the F-48.
There might even be. I might have already missed that.
Yeah.
I'm not a plain jet guy, so
right.
maybe some of you wing nuts out there or flyboys or whatever they're calling you these days can chime in on what's new.
Wing nuts, okay.
You never heard
but
that
but that's interesting though. I would like to know if that was a classified part.
Right. Well, because it's not uncommon for us to sell our old fighter jets to other countries.
Right.
That's not uncommon, and you don't need to give them the drawing. They can sit there and draw it themselves if they want. You know, if they got it in their hands. Although the drawing would be easier. I get it.
Yeah.
It's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. All right. Next
That's
one.
why they took the crayons away from the Marines.
What's the next
All
one?
right. So you ready with that one?
Yeah.
Here's one almost close to my heart, but I'm a little on the fence with this. But South Carolina House passes bill to bring back firing squad as execution method.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that's going to be a deterrent?
I think it's a good statement because even in most modern days, I think it was only Texas was the one actually using the death penalty for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So any other state who had it was hoping it was a deterrent, may not have been a deterrent. So I think maybe that's their statement. I don't know if it'll actually be a deterrent until people start getting it. So it's like knowing you have a police department in your town doesn't deter people from crimes. Seeing a cop in your neighborhood might.
Yeah.
So just knowing that there's a firing squad execution method doesn't deter anything. Actually watching it happen might be like, oh, they're going to use it.
Yeah. So you think it should be televised?
Oh, well, I think if your intention is to be a deterrent, sure, but then you might as well just turn it into a Jerry Springer show and make money off of it, because people will watch it.
Yeah. Wow.
Even in let's I know we're talking about America, but just in my experience, Saudi Arabia. Like, do you remember, like, they used to tell us Fridays don't ever go downtown near Chop Chop Square, they called it. I don't know what the real name was, but that's where they do the stoning and things like that. Yeah. So my question is, why are all those people there? To throw stones, to hit people, to watch? Mm-hmm. Like, so there has to be some inherent instinctual need to see this stuff.
Everything has an audience.
Yeah. But the fact, if it's a big audience,
right.
Then you're like, whoa, what's going on with this?
Yeah, if you had some beheading or, like you said, firing squad here, and people will seriously watch that streaming channel just to see what happens.
Yeah. And I know part of it, like I spoke of earlier, part of it is like the shock and awe of it. Like, is it real? Like, people don't believe it and they see it, because I remember first time I had to, evidence-wise, look at some videos that I had never seen or thought possibly before. And I was captivated. Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Like, is that real? No, that's not real, is it?
Right.
So I understand that aspect of it. But we can all relate to things, that we've seen. Well, we can't all, but maybe you can relate to things you've seen involving like children and things like that that you never want to see.
Yep.
And it still is captivating to a point, but then there's a switch in the back of your brain that says, I don't even want to watch that. I want to unwatch that.
Yep.
But that switch isn't happening in certain places.
No, they haven't reached that place where we are. You know what I mean?
You think it's an experience thing?
Yeah, and I think it's because it's within their culture. You know what I mean? And it's culture, it's tradition, you name it.
Right.
So when you don't see it, let's say a generation or two, and then you come back and they see how barbaric it is. Right. So I think that's the difference.
I guess you compare that to the old days, like we brought up the Wild West, but like the Native Americans, they had this thing called scalping. Yeah. Like, I don't know how true it was. I don't know, but if they actually did that, that would be kind of gruesome for me. Like, why would you be scalping somebody? But back then it was culture. It was probably a rite of passage or something. Mm-hmm. I don't even know the story behind it. I can make that up too if you want.
No, we're good.
It's so fun.
But we'll see if there's going to be a deterrent, because that's all it's supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to the next one. This is one of my favorites. Krispy Kreme files to go public. Krispy Kremes is tradable.
Wow. Wish I had some stock.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Maybe you get your chance now.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, first of all, yes or no on Krispy Kremes?
No.
You don't like them?
No, I don't know what the hype is about them.
You've had them?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know if we can be friends anymore, but let me tell you, my gamer tag is Krispy Kreme, Krispy Kremer, for this very reason. When I was a cop in Colorado, for the first time, I seen one of these shops open up, and I was on duty and had to witness fights in this line of cars for people just waiting hours to get their Krispy Kreme donuts.
Wow.
Hours. And I was like you. I was like, what the hell is all the hype? And then when obviously Cops Donuts, when I had a chance, when the crowds died down and it wasn't as crazy, I went in there and I watched them make it right there in the store on the belt. I'm assuming that's where you had it. If you're
Where?
telling me you had it out of a box out of a shopping center,
No,
then
no, no.
if you had it right off the belt,
Yeah, nice and hot.
yes.
Yeah.
And the caramel, I'm the caramel, the glaze, whatever that sugar, it's all sugar, right?
Yep.
Yes, I get it. I don't know about fights, but I get it. I would have probably waited in line a little bit for that. It was pretty phenomenal. But that's the only way I like it. I don't, if it gets cold or you have to heat it in the microwave, nope. Right off the press. So I will buy stock if it comes out.
Okay. Wow.
Maybe I'll even get a franchise and put it in my backyard. Awesome. All right, we're gonna go to the last one here.
Oh
And
God.
what?
Nothing.
What?
Lack of trust is there. Put it
I
that
told
way.
you it's not about the Kardashians.
Okay. All
Not
right.
even Justin Bieber. It's
All
about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson considering running for president to unite our country. The Rock. Mike, where'd you go?
Oh,
Mike,
sorry. Technical difficulties.
Mike, what's up? You don't like The Rock?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But do you even know what his politics are?
No.
But he's going to unite the country.
How?
They'll probably bring Caitlyn Jenner on for vice president. I don't know.
So let me get this right, man. Let me get this right. We just had an episode recently where we said, and I think Derek's he was so eloquent when he spoke about it. Those two were the best that the country can give us. Right? Now President Biden, then former President Trump. And now we're talking about The Rock.
Right.
Okay.
But it's really interesting because I know we're poking fun at it, but this is our culture. This is our culture where celebrities, TikTokers, all that stuff, they have more value than the neuroscience people or the people actually study history and things like that, other than Dr. Fauci, but he's become a celebrity. But we give the value to you would probably see The Rock get elected. Trump, look at Trump. Trump is a perfect example. And I'm not saying that our politicians are great, but you can look into politics, and there are politicians that know politics. They may not be trustworthy. They may not be, who you'd vote for, but they sure as hell know politics way better than some celebrity. But here we are, looking for a celebrity.
Yeah, it's official.
What?
I really think Justin Bieber got a new phone. Yeah. I mean, if that's what we're going to, man, then so be it.
But it is, right?
Yeah. I mean, how is that any different, though? It's like you said, some people know a lot about politics, but people voted for Trump because he wasn't a politician.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe people think that they'll do better for the country. I don't know.
Right.
And people don't like President Biden because he's been in politics so long. It's like and you really can't say anything that he's done, and it's positive.
He brought 25,000 kids over. I mean, it's positive for Mexico.
So 47, 48 years in politics. That's what he has. Shit, he did that in the last 100 days. Okay. What about the other 47 years?
Yeah, he probably sent them all out.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, like you said, that's our culture, man.
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of? You saw the movie, right? Idiocracy?
Yeah.
It reminds me of, who was their president?
Yep.
A celebrity?
Yep. Yeah.
And these people, they just got so dumb that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I don't hate to call people dumb. Well, I don't hate to call them, but it's just not fair to call them dumb. But, yeah.
It's like a popularity contest.
Right.
If you can get the most, it's like who said it? They said when President Obama won, he had raised so much money he can outspend McCain, and I was like, is that what it's about?
Yeah.
It's a popularity contest now.
Yeah,
I guess when it gets down, to the on the micro level, I guess so. That one vote, ooh.
Right.
So
And it should be about what?
Yeah, and people used to say that about Oprah too. And bless her heart, she was like, "Ain't there's no way, there's no way," because I think one of the reasons she said because every skeleton you think you have,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's coming out now. And a lot of people
Yep.
like that. And I think that's why I think I read it somewhere. That's why Colin Powell wasn't going to do it. You know,
That's interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of people don't want to get into it because of that reason. But when you're popular, The Rock, what are they going to say? Oh, look at the numbers on the last 3 movies you did. To
Right. Or
criticize them.
your skeletons may already be out
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's the TMZs of the world that
that's
just
right.
follow you around, and yeah, and that means
Yeah,
people have already accepted them.
yeah. Because if you start to talk about that stuff, the people gonna say, "Oh, that's an old man. Come on."
Right.
What did he do lately that you can criticize him on? And there's nothing there. There's nothing
Right.
there. So he can win the popular vote, which turns
Mm,
out to be all he needs. Wow.
right. And even in some stance, like I understood almost. Let's talk about Trump again. I understood why people voted for Trump because of what we were talking about, where that's the best we have. If you had put a legitimate contender against Trump that people didn't think was corrupt, or he would have never stood a chance. I don't think that Trump would have won against a legitimate contender on either side. I think people went popular because there was no popular politician. So they
Mm.
defaulted to popular. They weren't just going to elect a politician, a guy who knows politics. So, like Biden, for example, or not Biden, Obama. Sorry, I don't know why they confused the two. They're not even anything alike. Obama was popular going into presidency, or even maybe became more popular. So he had the both of them. He was in politics and he became popular, where Trump wasn't in politics, but he was popular. So you get a turd like Romney or something like that. You put him against Trump, Romney don't stand a chance because he's a turd and he's not popular. But if you put somebody like right now who is a DeSantis, or one of these guys now that are popular and in politics, I think he would have beat Trump.
Mm.
I do.
Yeah.
So that was a long way explaining. Yeah.
Yeah. Why you gonna
Yeah.
vote for The Rock? Got it.
I'm gonna campaign for The Rock,
Mm.
but it's gonna be a pet rock. It's not gonna be the actual Dwayne Johnson. Vote for this rock.
Which side do you think he's gonna be on?
I don't know his politics for
Yeah,
sure.
me neither.
So
Me
I
neither.
would say he'd be on the side that he has the best chance to win. Like Trump used to be a Democrat and then he ran as a Republican.
Yeah.
Coincidence? I think not.
No, he actually said it. He said they're the dumbest.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean,
Was he
those are his
including
words, not
himself?
mine.
Was he include himself? Like what? I don't
No,
understand.
he's a Democrat. Well, back then,
You're always
people
talking about the
change.
voters?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
huh.
yep. You can deceive them the easiest. Those are his words, not mine.
You could see the Democrats easiest, or
No,
the
the
Republicans.
Republicans. Yeah,
Ah, yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's right. Yeah,
I
especially
don't know how to
depending what
use.
angle.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, we see how you could deceive Democrats. The emotional angle, that stuff. You can take the Democrats completely out of what we're even talking about if you
yeah,
bring in something that's
yeah,
emotional.
yeah. Mhm.
So Republicans, you bring in, popular. I guess maybe they're like, what do we do?
Mm.
This guy's getting a lot of
Yeah.
fame. What do we do?
Mm. You think that's what it was?
I don't know. I have no
Yeah.
idea because I didn't think either of that. And like I said, I didn't vote for Trump the first time. So
Mm.
yeah, that didn't work on me. But I'm an independent.
All right, let's pull the pin on that one. I was about to say pull the plug. Can you believe that?
All right, let's pull the pin on this whole episode,
Yeah.
and because that is the last one I have, and I know you saved the best for last. So we will go into our favorite section here. Whatever you want to do, person of the week, shout out, anything like that.
Person of the week. Person of the week. No, I don't have anyone.
You don't have anyone?
No.
Well, I'm going to give a shout out to a person I know
Uh-oh.
who is actually doing something to promote our show. And Jess, if you're out there, you can hear me. I'm sure you're watching it because I know you're our biggest fan now, and you're supporting us and passing it on. We appreciate you. We need more like you, but we do appreciate you. That's what I'm going to do.
Who's that?
Jesse.
Jesse.
Yeah. I
He?
guess
She?
she. That's.
She? Thanks, Jesse.
We have a new number one fan.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, veteran?
No. But she's promoting it, so thank you.
Yeah.
We got veterans on here who are not promoting it. But I'm not going to pull anybody down because they're still veterans and we still love them.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit late for that. you tried to clean that up.
I love them all.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
almost running a frat house here for veterans.
Yeah, you
so-
gotta give them a hard time though. That's what
Yeah, we
do.
definitely got to bust their chops.
Yeah. All right. I really don't have anything, man.
You don't have anything?
No, pull the pin. No.
No?
Person of the week? No. I don't have anything today.
All that in the news? All that we just discussed and you can't even make one up?
Well, you know what? Something near and dear to my heart. There are some police officers out there.
And that is all the time.
They're speaking out about a lot of things that people within their union, their field, have done that's wrong, and I salute you. I really do. Yeah, because I know how hard it is. You know, when you go against that back to blue, you know, and you understand that some people out there doing wrong and you're calling them out. I appreciate it. It makes that one person trust law enforcement more. And that's what it's all about. That's my people of the week.
And since I don't trust Mike to interrupt me, I'm going to try to get through this ending because that is all the time we're going to have for this episode. And we do appreciate you tuning in and watching. And we hope you enjoy what we had to say. We hope you join us. We hope you go to pullthepinalready.com, get involved, leave a comment, subscribe, like, share, all that fun stuff that all these people tell you to do. We appreciate it too. But we mostly appreciate to see you guys on here. If you're a veteran, get on here. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.